Yeah. Yeah. Sunday morning, rain is falling. That someday it will lead me back to you. Oh my God, it's bright as fuck. Good evening for you and good morning to me. Hello, Presley, Leah, Valeria, Jessica, Anna, Maya, Jayy Girl, Izzy, Scratch, Lucy, Scarlett, Anna, Elizabeth, Melita, Mika, Lucy, Brianna, Thu Thong, Thúy mẹ vậy. Kay, Mai, Jade, A Gomez, Juicy in the house. Damn, I'm a juicy baby.
You gotta give it back.
Do I look like a horse, Juice?
Yeah.
You always want to sit on my butt. You just want to sit on my butt. You want to sit on my butt. Okay, come fine. Fine. Let me take my robe off so you can get McKinney. I don't even have to grab her. She like just hops on it. Careful, you might pull mama's titty out. Yeah. Need something higher. Who else we got up in here? Super Spicy Sister, Ravi, House of Mom, Kedra, Annie, Alofa, Jackie, Maya, Tia, Joanne, Monique, Vanessa, Vaquez, Alexandria, Lena, Angel, Andrea Martinez, I Love Pretty Girl, Annette Brown, Tanika, Zarada, Kira, Emily's, Minnie, Joe Mama, Aura, Hola, Ari, Stephanie, Dawn, what's up, girl? Angelise, Abby, Demi Dem, Melissa Glam Factory, Jay, Kayana, Merso, Sherry, Tierra. Okay, instead of saying hi, I want y'all to say what you do for a living, or if you have a small business or a big business, tell me what your business is. Juan, Sherry, Lucy, how are you? DR, Keisha, Angel, Akeem, Ling Ling here, what's up, Akeem? Alberto, Kay. Dog, y'all be seeing me at my roughest. This is literally me just getting up. Have not brushed my hair, have no interest in brushing my hair. I brush my teeth and that's about it. Okay, Cammy with an independent contractor. Gels with education. Suki, district manager. RN, that girl. Mika, a technician. Kira, a stripper. Jay, a property manager. A mortgage funder. Maggie, teacher. Kayana, typhoid, phototherapy. Who does music videos? Music and film editor. I need anybody who does music video in the LA area, or even if you're not in the LA area, please send me an email at lovelymimibookings@gmail.com. So lovelymimi, BOOKINGS bookings @gmail.com if you do music videos. Or if you know anybody, please send them my way. Zach the Pipe Slayer. Zach, be real. Dave and Buster's. Caregiver, liquor, coworker. Stay-at-home mom, also do nails. Sarah Hamilton, can you see me, Mimi? I see you, Sarah. Lady, paralegal. Let's see. Dental assistant, massage therapist. Oh, I need a massage so bad. A babysitter.
I want to be a babysitter.
You want to be a babysitter? Do you think you'd be a good babysitter?
Maybe.
Mary, a nurse. Thank you, Mary. Thank you for being out there in the field. You go, girl. Brenda, a student. Erica, unemployed. A bus driver, retail.
A bus driver.
Nevaeh Walker is a singer. Juice. She has to get on the counter so she can make her own food. So Juice is making her bagel, so that's why she's up there.
I know.
DoorDash. Jacob is a writer, midwife, electrician.
Bagel.
Lucy, stimulus check. Jasmine, insurance agent. Brittany R, we are talking about, instead of just saying hi to me, please say hi to me and tell me what you do for an occupation, or if you have a small business, let me know what it is that you do, or what it is, or even have a big one. Janelle, government contractor, a scheduler. Babe, checkers at the grocery store, cashier, stalker, preschool teacher, solid soldier from God. My Mukinia, stripper, Rosie, material handler. Wow, there's a lot. Pharmacy assistant, food stamp. I work at Facebook. You work at Facebook? Do you know I can't get on Facebook? Can you help me? Somebody, okay, so I had an original Facebook and I got deleted years ago. Couldn't get back in. And then I had made another one. I don't know who has my password. I cannot get into it. I cannot get it back, but they post every day. I have a fan page that has so many views, so many followers. And every time that I make a Facebook, I get deleted the next day. Or the next 2 days. So that's been a struggle. Let's see. So if any inquiries, please, or you can help me with something, please email lovelymimibookings@gmail.com. Lovelymimi, BOOKINGS bookings@gmail.com. Also, I'm looking for a videographer either in the area or not out the area, preferably a 4K cam and drone available end of this month, or if you know anybody, we are shopping around. Waltz TV. Okay, let's check that out. Sherry, a forensic photographer. Wow, that's a cool job. Walmart associate, nail tech, hair braider, and shoe blinger. Okay, Angelique Nails, you get it, girl. Hustling out here. Tasty, a pediatric nurse. Thank you so much. Lydia, I'm a student, want to be an RN nurse. Girl, keep going. You know, might as well just go, keep going. Go be a doctor. Why stop there? Kitty, first responder. Oh, you know, Stretch got me watching this 911 show. It's freaking awesome. It's so graphic. It's just so cool. Elizabeth, lawyer or doctor. Go. Are you a lawyer or a doctor? Some people quit because they want to keep getting unemployment. Janie, make children's clothes. So what you waiting for? Why you not making Juice and Jayy clothes and get promoted? What you doing? Look, I am open to supporting small businesses. I always do. If you want to send me stuff.
Why you add P.O. with the word?
I forgot my P.O. box. I think I wrote it in one of the last live. Wakowski, porn star. Wow, you're a porn star. Wow, congratulations, you have OnlyFans.
I'm making a bagel.
You send me stuff, I will post on my story for absolutely free of your product. So if you are doing stuff, you need to be hitting up. Like who do Juice hair out here in LA area? She hates getting her hair done, but I'm sorry, Juice. Like Juice hates getting braid, but listen, her braids that they Demi and Monet be doing last her 2 months. Okay, because she cries every day. Her tender-headed, her hair is a lot to manage. Tried every hair product, tried a lot of things. Elizabeth, I don't know. I ain't decided when I'm gonna start doing nails yet. Yeah, we're gonna make some egg rolls, Evelyn. All right, let's get to it.
What are you making?
We're gonna make some egg rolls, baby.
Egg rolls.
So I'm washing my hands. Today we're gonna make traditional Vietnamese egg rolls. Here we go.
Yeah. Hold
Dang, I thought I bought those little noodles. I guess I didn't.
It's in the fridge.
No, there's these little thin, real thin Chinese noodles. I am Vietnamese. We are making Vietnamese egg rolls. The difference of Vietnamese egg rolls and Chinese egg rolls. Chinese egg rolls consist of like shrimp and a lot of cabbage. Vietnamese egg roll, I'm doing pork. Okay. I see a lot of comments about pork. Negativity on comments about pork. We did some fried pork chop. If you haven't catched that video, I did covered in chips. 3 different types of chips, whatever chips, and we fried it. Now, I know pork is bad. A lot of people eat pork, cut away from pork, da da da. Mind you, my mama only eats pork. She's allergic to beef. She's allergic to seafood. She's allergic to chicken. Everything make her itch. The only thing that she can eat is pork. I think Vietnamese people are raised on pork. A lot of our dishes are raised from pork. We were poor. I think pork is what is convenient. So she's what, 77, almost 80, and my mama looks amazing. She moves around amazing. She looks amazing. Skin is amazing. Hair is amazing. And that's all she eats is pork. So I have always have been, swine make you fine, honey. Swine makes you fine. Okay? Swine make you fine. So, yes. And I just feel like if you stop eating pork, you just, you know, whatever goes your way, or her weight. Oh, my mom looks great. Mom looks great. She weighed less than me. She had 11 kids, so her body might not be, you know, I'm plastic surgeoned out, so, you know, it's not as cute as mine, but she looks fine because swine make her fine. Okay. Miss, I haven't posted a video with Chunky yet. It will be listed. So, yeah. What did Jay do? Jay was punished for a good week last week for not trying at his schoolwork. So that's why he was so hands-on. He's been doing his YouTube. Now he's on his game. You know, he's addicted to it. Sometimes you just gotta take it away because he acts like a crackhead. Okay, so I hope this works.
Spell red. L-S-T-E-R.
I think I have a potato somewhere. We do. We have a potato that is growing freaking roots.
Hold on.
I am actually gonna move this. The light is over here.
Wow. I'm making a bed.
Normally I shred.
I said, no, it's because I'm making a bed.
Alright, this shit doesn't reach, so we're gonna put it back over here.
Do you want to? Okay.
It's even so short in the first place.
Mama.
Okay. Okay, so we have some ground pork.
Mikey, help me.
We have a potato and a carrot. Okay, we're gonna start off peeling these two first.
The carrot was a potato.
I am a potato. Move.
Okay.
Put the cream cheese away. Okay. Let's start off by washing our carrot and potato. My mama normally uses a shredder. I bought one and I can't seem to figure it out. This is a trick for sharpening up your knives. I had these knives for like over a year. Cut this thing off. So, Jess is doing laundry and doing emails. Stretch is at work. This week is actually his last week on this schedule. How exciting. Mind you, he works grade shift, and you know, once we got together, I was like, David, it's not gonna work. I need you here at nighttime to sleep. I don't like the schedule. And during the daytime, like I'm not trying to be quiet all day so you can sleep. I need to be up and moving and function. So he's been working grade shift like all his working life, and he finally has done it for me. And he wasn't 100% guaranteed that he can get a different schedule, you know, because you know the veterans, they get the first pick, whoever been there the longest. And he's been here for 2 years, so he does not really consider a veteran. Some people have been there for 12 years. So now God said yeah, and now he will be working day shift, so he can be at home sleeping when I'm sleeping, because now I haven't been sleeping. So yeah, look at God. And the fact that he even considered it, you know, he's had this schedule and stuff, you know, lifestyle, and you know, he hasn't had changed it. So the fact that he even agreed to, you know, compromise with me is, it's amazing. Person, I'm pretty sure I can go find me a freaking celebrity or a baller or a freaking athlete or something like that. I get it all the time, don't get me wrong. It's just, you know, like I can have somebody with money and they have all the money, but they may not have time, or they might not even care for my kids, you know. Everything is a compromise. Like, you can get one thing, but you can't have another. I get the man, he might not have all the money in the world, but he's hardworking, you know. He is what I really do like about Stretch is that he takes pride in a lot of things that he do. Like, he is on time to everything. He always goes to work early, and he has a very scheduled personality. So he takes his breaks at the same time every single day. Or not only that, so here's all the peels. I am family oriented. You know, I'm home. I do YouTube, and I'm home. I need somebody who, you know, I don't really want someone who travels to have to go overseas, or, you know, is always in the club or doing such things like that. You know, as far as his character traits, you know, he knows how he looks. He's aware of how he looks, and he always says that because of how I look, I always take pride in doing what I do. He's like there's only a few black people that works with him. So he's like, I'm already a black man. I already have tattoos all over me. My look is, you know, scary to people. So because of how he looks, he take pride in not being the stereotypic, you know, what people would judge him to be. You know, them seeing him, they're probably, oh, he's not this, he's not that. So he takes pride in being early, being on time, being hardworking, putting in overtime. So I do really like that stuff about him, and his credit is amazing. It's clean, perfect. He just paid off his car, and you know, I never really meet people that pay off their cars, because I know I don't. Like, you either always get into an accident, or you know, insurance stuff, or you know, I don't think I ever, you know, and if I don't pay my car cash up front, then you know, it's hard to freaking, that's a lot of discipline. So yeah, you got good credit, car is finished, paid off, very scheduled, family oriented. So yeah, I do like those qualities about him. Very responsible. And I always say, don't judge a book by its cover. Because I have dated somebody who was like, act like they better than everybody, no tattoos, you know, act like such a wise guy, and you would think like, oh, he's a great guy, you know, he has no tattoos, he seemed like bougie or this and that. The whole time this motherfucker was fucking with scammers, is, you know, selling drugs, and like Stretch looks like a drug dealer or have been in jail. He has a clean record, has never been in jail, doesn't sell drugs, actually works a hard 9-to-5 job. Like, you know, he doesn't look like it. He looked like either he sold drugs or he's a rapper. So I never judge a book by its cover. You know, sometimes people just judge me and think, oh, she a mean girl, or she is, you know, a bitch, or she's uptight. I'm totally not that. I have a big heart and a big ass. Yo, my butt is so big. I did not realize my butt was that big. I was watching a live one time that I was at the park, and like I left the camera and then I walked off, and then when I rewatched the video, I was like, yeah, why is my butt so big? I was like, you said my butt was big like this all the time? Like, dog. Okay, so I'm chopping off the potato. I never put it in this food processor thing, so we're gonna see if it goes in there. And it's so funny because Stretch looked the way that he looks, right? And he literally, when we go out in public and stuff like that, like he holds door for people, or he like, you know, hey, good morning, how are you doing? Like very like, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? You see him, you wouldn't think like he would be so, you know, well mannered in the public, you know. But of course, when he's home with me, it's a little bit different. When is the baby coming? I see 2 years. Okay, I'm 30. I'm gonna have another baby at 32. Of course, way before 35. And he's much older than me, though. He's not trying to pass a certain age, anyways. But you know, I need a ring. I need a commitment. Yeah, you know, even though I went through like stuff that were like, oh, you know, my mom is like not down for me getting married and stuff like that. She's like, you can't trust anybody. You couldn't even trust your ex of 10 years. But the thing about me and Stretch is we both are kind of corny. Like we both believe in like a fairy tale happy ending type shit. I need an onion. I don't have any more onions. Can you believe I don't have any more onions? I'm always stacked up on onions. What is going on? So let me put this in here and see. Chop this shit up. So now, you think I look older? Fuck you. Fuck you. I've been using this anti-aging sunscreen, bitch. I'm trying to look younger because guess what? Stretch look a lot young for his age, and I just be on his face. I mean, the part that you can see that doesn't have tattoos is like so clear. So I've been using the motherfucking anti-aging. But no, people always say I look older. And I was like, damn, I look that old. And they be like, no, it's just because, you know, I have kids, and most people in their 30s don't have kids. And, you know, I had businesses at a young age. He told me not to tell y'all his age, so I can't tell y'all his age. So we're gonna drop the pork in here, and I'm gonna take this. Take out the job done. We need onion. I don't have onion. Also, my mom puts what did she put? She put these clear like Chinese noodles, these really thin Chinese noodles, and some like brown mushrooms things in here. Shit flying everywhere. But yeah, bitch, I'm 30. I'm born in 1990. Okay, so not a crack baby. Use them nails. I do. I flip bacon. I like cook with these. You know what I love about these nails, y'all? Is like these are long, and I love it because you know why? Normally when you have an itch and you reach this way and you reach this way, but it's literally in the spot that you can't reach is where it's fucking itching. Well, guess what? These nails allow me to reach it. Where the fuck is the regular salt? Hey. Yoo-hoo, where are you? Okay, we are going to keep very, very basic seasoning like my mama. And we are gonna go salt. Pepper. Garlic powder. Onion powder. MSG. I know Americans hate MSG. They say it's bad for you. Kim Ty, you up in here? Hey, girl. Is she? And MSG, I know y'all Americans say MSG is not good for you. Da 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 da. Just like the pork. Okay? Let me tell y'all. That's why I make you fine. My mama always eat pork. And guess what? She cook with MSG all the time. And she is almost 80 years old, looking amazing. Hey, Kim Ty. Look at y'all. Y'all did it. So now, so y'all tell me who y'all want me to link with this out here. You know, I don't really know who's here, who's not here. But I know Kim Ty is Vietnamese. And I told them, Kim Ty, that you were like, when we do link when COVID is over, you gotta boom away. And then not just the boom away that she sized me, because you know boom away is me and Javon's favorite, but she said rau muống. Rau muống is like, I think it's a watercress. I fucking love rau muống. I love rau muống raw. I love rau muống in soup. Rau muống is just the best fucking greens. So hey girl, they did it. And okay, so Stephanie's the other one, right? So I did DM her. Now you know how people don't see stuff, so I'm gonna need y'all to go do your job. I wrote her. Maybe she shouldn't see my DM. Y'all can just go tell her and say, Mimi, Lovely Mimi sent you a DM. So check your DM for Lovely Mimi. I don't know everybody in the YouTube world. Y'all know I'm a little bit like, you know, I'm an Instagrammer. I be on Instagram. Now, you know, I'm all up in TikTok and stuff like that. So, I don't know much. I remember I heard about like the YouTube beef that was going on, but I had no idea. I had no idea what was going on. But I did see that crying one time, and I felt so bad. I didn't really like watch it, but I saw it, and I was like, oh my God, who do you need me to beat up? Cause you know I beat motherfuckers up. I'm just saying, like. But I'm not the starter, you know. Since all of my fights growing up, y'all know, like, I lived in a group home and detention centers. Like, I did juvie for like 4 years. And even in high school, I always fought for other people. I never fought, like, because of me, because you're not about to bully me. But I hate bullies, you know. And I hate when bullies pick on people that can't defend themselves, or the people that are just really nice and innocent, and you just feel like you can bully them because you can, because, you know, it's easier for you to bully. Like, I dare you to bully me. You're not gonna bully me because, you know, I'm not gonna stand for that shit. But I just hate when bullies would pick people that they feel like they can bully. Get me fucked up. So all my fights consist of me defending somebody else. So this is a mixture. We're mixing it up. Man, I've been in some crazy fights. That has nothing to do with me, but it's just not about it. You know, and when I was in a lot of like placements, and like there'd be like 1 or 2 white girls, and the white girls always get bullied. It wasn't fair, you know. But don't get me wrong, I met some crazy white girls too. I was always the only Asian, mind you, only Asian, except for this one girl. Let me tell you about this one girl, right? So growing up, there was this other Vietnamese. She was Vietnamese and Chinese, and where she went to middle school with me and stuff like that, and her name, I ain't gonna say her name, she might be watching, I don't know. But anyways, so mind you, I've been in a detention center for, like, when you're a juvie, you don't just do your time and go home. Like, you sit in a cell where it's like dead time. I mean, you sit there and you wait until you go see the judge, and the judge tell you what program he wants you to go in, because as a juvenile, you have to complete a program, whether it's 3 to 6 months, 9 to 12 months. So you have to, like, you have to be there for a minute, right? So mind you, I've been in here for like 6 months, dead time, because they sent me to a wilderness program. So I had to wait to get in line to go to this wilderness program where I lived outside. And so I've been at Noise. Noise is out in Rockville, Maryland. So mind you, I've been locked up in this facility for a long time, right? So my mother get a phone call one day. No. So this girl came in. So she came in. She went to middle school with me, and I remember her. And I was like, "Oh, hey girl, what you doing up in here?" And she came in on a Saturday, right? And when she came in on a Saturday, she was only there for 1 day, and she told me, "Oh, I got caught." You know what? Mind you, I'm like 14 years old. She's like, "Oh, I got caught with weed, and so they sent me in here." So they're like, yeah, so they sent me in here, and I was like, okay, you know, I'm linking with her because, you know, she's Vietnamese, I'm Vietnamese, you know, I show mad love to my people because I don't really get to see them all the time. So so I'm like, okay, you know, showing her way around, but she leaves the next day. It was weird because she left on a Sunday. You want to see me wash my hands? Okay. So she left on a Sunday. So I was like, okay, that was fast. You know, she was in and out. And so the next following week, my mother and father came to visit me. Mind you, we don't really get phone calls. So my mother and father came and visit me on a Sunday. And when they came, they were like, "Let me tell you the craziest shit that happened." I said, "What happened, Ma?" And she was like, so last week, she get a phone call from the police and said, "Hey, your daughter got caught stealing, shoplifting in Target." And my mom was like, mind you, when I was 12, I already got caught stealing in Target. So I was like, why, Mom, why would my dumb ass do the same thing again? So in my mom's head, she was like, so did Miha escape out of the jail and went to Target and steal? So she called my probation officer, and my probation officer, "No, Miha is still in juvie. She is still locked up. She is not out. There's no way that I escaped to go to fucking Target and steal." So my mama goes up there to the Target because whoever this person is claiming they're my motherfucking daughter, you know? So my mother get up my mother gets up to the Target, and it was that girl that was in there in the jail, and she was like, she used my name, called my mother to tell her, so my mother can come pick her up. My mother got up there and cussed her ass out, say, bitch, don't use my fucking daughter's name because you got caught stealing. My mother cussed her ass out, told the police I am my motherfucking daughter, and she left. And left the girl there, and the girl got locked up. And what are the chances the girl get locked up and get sent to the place that I was at? So this bitch been hee-hee-hawing in my face, and the whole time she used my name, but she lied to me and told me that she went to jail for marijuana. And what are the chances of her seeing me? Because I remember her vibe. She was like real iffy, you know what I'm saying? And she was like real scared, and that her lies just didn't make any sense. But they didn't tell me what she was really in there for, you know? So years go by. Like a year go by, all right? I'm in the wilderness program. Mind you, it was called New Dominion School for Girls. It was somewhere out far in Virginia, like by Lynchburg. And I have been here for almost a year, okay? We lived outside in the woods. We cut down trees. I know how to split wood. I know how to chisel. Like through the winter, the snow. Like I did a whole year here. I hated it. It was miserable. They teach you character. We wake up at 6 in the morning and fucking like rake rocks and stuff like that. Like I've been doing a year. I'm so close to coming home. One of the people from the program pulls me up and was like, hey, there's this girl that we're thinking about sending here. And we heard that you had history with her. And I was like, please don't send that bitch here. please don't send that bitch here. I've been here for a year. I'm so close to going home. At this time, I'm about to turn 16 years old. I'm so close to be going home. Please don't send that bitch here because I'm still mad at the fact that she was smiling in my face the whole time. She used my name and got caught stealing in Target. I said, don't, you send that bitch here. I ain't never gonna get out of here. I'm gonna end up fucking fighting her. So they didn't send her there. I got out. I will never forget. I got out July 29th, 2016. I was 16 years old. I got out. I think this is done. Oh, fuck. I forgot. Okay. I got the egg rolls, wrappers, and I feel like I haven't defrosted. I'm going to run it and have some hot water real quick. Okay, but that story's not even done. Let me tell y'all. So, I can't even read comments right, so I don't even care what they're saying. So I got out when I was 16, right? I started dating Remy when I was, I want to say 18, 19, right? 18, 19. And, you know, I go on Remy's Facebook and I see him exchanging, you know how I get comments and likes and stuff like that? And, oh yeah, 2006. I'm sorry, not 2016. Y'all right. 2006, I was 16. 2016, I was 26. So I see Remy exchanging comments in the French group, and it was her. What the fuck was the chances? So I was like, oh my God. So she hits me up. Mind you, I am older now, right? She hits me up because she see that me and him is dating. And of course, I write her and I responded. I said, is it true? Did you use my name when you was locked up with me in Noise? And you used my name, and because they went to Everest together. That's what it was. They went to Everest together. So that's how they knew each other. So she wrote me and she was like, hey girl, long time you look great, da da da. I said, no bitch, long time no see shit. I've been plotting to beat your ass since I was freaking 14 years old. So I need to know, did you use my name? Everest was like a nursing school. Like it was like a trade school. And it was a scam. So I was like, did you use my name back in the day when you came up in there and the whole time you used my name to go to Target and steal and got caught and called my mama? And she was like, her reply was, yeah, girl, I did. That was so long ago. And I was like, so long ago, bitch, I still want to beat your ass for it. Fuck is you talking about? I was like, I've been mad about that shit ever since because you was up in my face, hee ha 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 ha. And whole time you used my name, got me looking crazy, and had my mother driving all the way up to Target, thinking that I escaped and stressed her out, thinking I was in some type of motherfucking jail. But she's like, yeah, that was so long ago, you know. Whatever. I stopped replying. I mean, because it wasn't worth it now, you know, but I just always thought that shit was crazy. Like, what were their chances that she was about to get sent to the same placement I was at, and then now she was talking to my boyfriend at the time, you know, or she knew him at the time or whatever like that. But, you know, I hope shit, especially some shit like that. Especially some shit like that. But yeah, that some programs is not easy, let me tell y'all. I saw this lady rolling egg rolls the other day on TikTok, and she made it look so easy. And I was like, Tiara Jackson, you missed the whole story. You missed the whole, I can't repeat it. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit again. You're going to have to later on rewind this and listen to it. I don't think she hacked my Facebook, y'all. I don't think so. But that shit was crazy, though. I was like, oh, bitch. I ain't forget. I don't care how many years it's been. I still remember. Who does that? Who does that? Who does that? Who knew somebody's name and called their mama? Why do you even know my mama phone number? Like, well, I guess it was the house phone, but still, what you thought? Like, my mom. What if I wasn't in jail and I was home? Like, my mom. I wasn't gonna be like, bitch, I'm not up there. You don't even look like me. You don't even look like me. Just because all Asian people look the same, you even look like me. Cool. You really look like all this? It's like, no, I had no ass. What do I talk about all this? But still, I was a fly little girl, okay? 7th grade, I was a fly. Like, I started getting fly in 5th grade, you know? I was an innocent little preacher's. My dad was a pastor, so I was in this innocent little kid, right? But by the time I got to 5th grade, this is what happened. This is what happened, and this is how I, you know, became this fly chick, okay? So, when I moved, mind you, I need an egg. Oh my God, I got this big ass carton of egg. Wait, I gotta open this. So, people always say, what's your first language? I mean, it has to be Vietnamese because I was born in Vietnam. I refugees in the Philippines when I was 2 years old. We stayed there for a year, and how the fuck somebody getting the egg already? Hold on, there's 1, 2, 3 egg missing. So are you telling me somebody squeezed a little more? Jayvon, it has to be Jayvon. Squeeze his little finger in here. You know what? I'm gonna use this to put the plate on top so y'all actually see. Look at this cute little bow. So we're gonna crack the egg. I'm gonna use my nails to mix it up. Cooking with my nails. Who needs utensils, right? Okay. So the egg roll brand, it is Spring Home. My mother always used this. I think you use whatever your parents use, okay? So this is the story. So I was very innocent. So we refugeed from the Philippines, and I came to America when I was in 1993, so I was 3 years old. I always loved being born in 1990 because it was like 91, 91, 92, I'd be 2. So it's easy to like keep up with my age because of that. Oh, fuck. I'm ripping it. So we're gonna take a little spoon of this, not too much, because I don't like too much of the meat in there. Roll it up, pinching the sides.
How much money do you have?
Who? And boom, we got an egg roll.
Can I help you?
Yeah. Well, are you getting off the phone? You need some headphones.
Okay.
Mommy had some headphones in there. It's gone?
Where?
Up in the treadmill. I need more space. Okay, where was I at? So I came to America at 93. So I really don't remember a lot. I don't remember being in the Philippines. I don't remember if English was my first language or not. It can't be because I should be talking at 3 already, right? But I was never in Esau, you know. You want to help me peel this? Here. You see, stand over here, baby.
Okay.
You're going to peel it and pass it to mommy, okay?
Peel it and pat your mommy?
Yeah, peel it, pass it to mommy right here. So,
I'm scared.
no, keep on.
I
Take your time. It's okay. Just a little rip. So, I was never in Esau, but, you know, I was the typical Asian. I played the violin, and anyways, so we were really poor. It was 11 of us living in a 2-bedroom apartment. This is the funniest story. I don't know if I told y'all before. You know, I like to tell the same stories over. But I remember it was so embarrassing because my mom, I don't know if it's like the place we're from in Vietnam, my parents are really cheap. You know, we came from straw houses, house got burnt, no shoes. You know, we were very, very, keep going. We were very, very poor people.
Mommy, I won't keep acting if you're Filipino.
No, we're Vietnamese, baby. So, I saw the lady do it and I don't know why mine's not doing it like her. So, my mama was very, very cheap. Like, my daddy, he came over here and he worked for minimum wage at a recycling company. And
Because of cold.
And yeah. And my mama babysit people's kids for literally $5 a day, $10 a day, $5 to $10 a day. And she used to sew these little things. So because they came from nothing, people who come from a foreign country value a dollar, you know, every single dollar. And all my siblings lived, like we were all in this little apartment. And my mama used to never take our clothes to, you know, the washer and dryer, you know, the laundromat. She would literally throw everything in the tub, put soap in it, and stomp it out. And hang it outside. Mind you, my apartment was in front of this big field. So all the neighborhood kids used to come over to, thank you, Juicy, come over to play in that front yard, right? In that yard space. This is so embarrassing because my apartment is literally facing it, right? And my mom would hang her big ass underwears. Her underwears were huge, okay? They were huge. And she would hang them in front of the apartment and it just blow with the wind like a flag. Like, and all my friends are out here and they can see her underwear just blowing and it was just so embarrassing. I'm sorry. And you can keep peeling, you know, put it aside. And but anyway, besides that part, and you know, in our culture, because my siblings are still living with the parents, when they work, they give my parents the money. Okay. And so that was in 2000. In the year 2000, because I remember we spent Y2K. I remember they said it was going to be the end of the world and all this electricity and all this stuff that was supposed to happen. And I remember my mother Like most family buy bottled waters and stack it up. My mother had like, you know, like litter boxes, like the circle buckets and stuff like that. She had those piled up with water. We had noodles piled up to the ceilings. We had bags of rice piled up. Our power did go out that night, but it was nothing. It was not the end of the world of Y2K. I do remember that countdown. And I was still a very innocent kid, you know. All I remember is I always got whooped and I don't know what I got in trouble for. And I always hung out with Cambodians because my neighbor was Cambodian and I always lived upstairs.
It ripped.
That's okay, baby. And so in the year 2000, my mother goes to my father. Mind you, my father took care of all the bills. He worked, he took care of everything. So whatever my mother made, she kept. And she also, you know, saved up the money that my sisters were giving her. Mind you, I had 3 sisters that were living with us and my brother, and they started doing nails. Thank you, Juicy. And they were doing nails, and you know, they would give my mom the money. One of my sister, Betty, she got married in 1998. I was really close to her. She got married, disappeared. She don't claim me. She don't talk to me. I haven't talked to her. I don't talk to her. Like, I don't know. She's just very distant from the family ever since then. I don't know what she's resentful with my mother about or what it is, but she just don't fuck with us. Okay? You remember the story? Somebody 10,000 or 100,000. So she saved up. So in the year 2000, she told my father, we took a trip to Ohio to this church convention. And I remember the church convention because I remember there was this big white guy that was preaching one time on the stage and his teeth fell out. His whole denture fell out of his mouth while he was preaching. It was just a moment that I couldn't forget. And I really give kudos to my parents because they didn't speak no English, right? And the fact that they didn't speak no English and there was no navigation for them to look at a map and drive from Maryland all the way to Ohio off of a map and make it to their destination. I remember that was my first road trip with my parents. And I remember my mom was having breakdowns because she needed rice. And we haven't had rice for 24 hours and she was losing her mind. So we had found like a buffet or a Chinese restaurant and found some rice, and it was like relief for her, like, oh, I got rice in my system. I almost died. And so kudos to them. I don't know how. If you give me a map right now and tell me to drive from here to Atlanta, I would not even know how to figure it out. So, but anyways, in the year 2000, my mother sat my father down and said, let's buy a house. And she said, are you crazy? My dad was like, are you crazy? You want to kill me with more bills? Like, we can't get no house right now. And she looked at him and said, well, I saved up $100,000. So that's when we moved and we bought the house, which is like the house that she's still in now. So that was really awesome.
She lived in the house for a long time.
Since mommy was 10, so I'm 30 now, so they still have the damn same furniture. But grandma has always been cheap, but she knows how to save money, and she knows how to save money so that her children can be okay in life. And she has something to leave behind for them. Do you remember the story? So now we're going to get the story how I got cool. So we moved to this new neighborhood. I'm 10 years old, right? And this is when I had these butterfly clips, like 2 pigtails. I had Payless shoes. I didn't know nothing about shoes. And I started this new neighborhood. And it was a little, you know, a little more ghetto. And I get to school and they started picking on me because I had Payless shoes on.
I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, so they were making fun of mommy because I had Payless shoes on. And there was this one girl. And she just built strong. She was like big top, little bottom. She was scary. And she used to pick on mommy every day. She don't even ride our bus, but she would get on our bus just so she can harass me every single day. Like, she would harass me all the way home, and I used to cry. I used to be so scared of this girl. So one day I got sick of it. I was like, fuck it. You want to fight? We're going to fight. So we fought at the park right behind my house. And I remember my necklace got snapped, her necklace got broke, and whatever. I won a fight. And guess what? All her friends became my friends. And once that happened, I got with the cool crowd. I learned about shoes. I started going, you know, I started buying Jordans, started buying Adidas. I became popular because now all her friends are my friends. I have friends. I got a name to myself. You stand up to a bully. Now, boom, look at me. And then 6th, 7th grade, I became the freshest girl. Okay, I was in the step team. I became the freshest girl. But then I got out of control. I stopped wanting to go. I started being bad. I started becoming a bully. I became the person that I hated as a teenager. But it wasn't always like that. It was just, you know, people who actually got on my nerves. You know, I was still nice to, like, you know, certain nerds and stuff like that. But I was always fly. I was fly. Even when I was in a group home, I was fly. I stayed in this one group home and I loved it. They give you allowance. You do chores, and mind you, a lot of people don't want to do chores, so I'll take over the chores. Guess what? I stacked up like $400 or $500 when I was at the place, and I think one of the staff stole $100 from me because when I left, I was missing $100. But I was out there cutting the grass for $15. The whole grass, the front yard, the backyard, it was so much grass. I remember getting stuck in the tree, but nobody wanted to do it. I was a hustler, always been a hustler since I was little. I backed up on all them chores. Y'all bitches don't want to do chores. Guess what? I'm gonna do the chores. And I was buying shoes. Mind you, my feet are little, so back then my feet was like a 3.5, and 3.5 was still the cheaper size in Jordan. So I had stacked up in that group home. And then I ran away, and most of the girls in there were from like DSS program. So DSS is like social services, right? So either they have family problems, family can't take them. I was in DJJ. DJJ is Department of Juvenile Services. So my PO, as soon as she found out I ran away, mind you, I ran away at 14. And there was this white girl. There was 2 white girls in that group home with me. Caitlin was cool. She reminded me of like Avril Lavigne or something like that. Like she was like a punk rocker, but she was fly little punk rocker. And then there was
someone named
Andrea.
Caitlin in here.
Yeah. And Andrea was so funny. Like we ran away from the group home. And her name is Andrea. Her name is Andrea Kissack. Right?
That's the Spanish.
Yeah, and when the popo pulled us over and asked for her name, and they asked her to spell it, she was like, Andrea Kissack. She was like Kissass. Now I remember falling out, freaking dying, because that's not how you spell it. Y'all know what that spells into. I was out of control. Look, I went to Walter Johnson. It was in Bethesda. It was a group home out there. I loved it. That place was easy. Like we get to go shopping, we go to events and stuff like that. But I messed up. It was my birthday. I wanted to snuck some boys in. It was terrible. Anyways, that's when they sent me away for 2 years. I was out of there. I was fly there too.
That was old.
Yeah, very old juice.
10 years ago.
That was longer than 10 years ago.
No.
I was like 14. I'm 30. That was like 20 26 years ago. No, is that 26 or 16 years ago?
I don't know.
Next one. Also, once y'all roll this, you don't have to cook everything. You can actually yeah, Walter Johnson. And there was a DSW. I used to eat bagels. I lost a lot of weight in there. I bought some interesting girls in there. I have met some interesting people in my life being in the system. I met this girl, Brittany Jordan. Mind you, Brittany Jordan was always in a lockdown facility. Brittany Jordan was from Baltimore. And I always felt sorry for the girls from Baltimore. Like, Baltimore is rough, y'all. Like, every time I meet a girl from Baltimore, they have been through way more stuff. And, because it was always DC against Baltimore. Mind y'all, we're like 40 minutes away from each other, but it's completely different. The way we talk, our style, like, you would think it's a whole different country, a whole different state. But people in Baltimore always went through a lot of stuff. There was a girl named Brittany Jordan. And everybody was mean to Brittany Jordan, you know. Brittany Jordan crossed a lot of people, but never me. It was very interesting. Never crossed me. And I don't know. I always had this motherly love about myself. Like, even now, y'all see me. I always take in people. I always try to help people. But I used to read for her because she didn't know how to read. So I would sit down and read. I read The Coldest Winter Ever, God Don't Like Ugly, like all of those books back then. And the reason why people don't like Britney Jordan, because she's a, have you ever met a pathological liar? Like people who just lie for no reason. She was one of those. She lied, and she's a kleptomania. She would steal your underwear and you wouldn't even know it, right? So supposedly she was in there this time because she stole somebody's baby, and
Wait.
she stole their sonogram, and then she kidnapped their baby and like cut herself to make it seem like she actually had a C-section. It was really weird. It was really weird. But one time she stole this other girl's like notes, like, you know, we used to have love letters, and, you know, people would write us because we didn't have contact with the world. We had to get letters. And yeah, so she stole all the girl stuff. They stripped down the whole place. I'm talking about they stripped down all of us beds, and I don't know where she hid them, because it's just like a square and then different cells. I don't know where she hid them, but she hid it, and it popped up later on, like weeks later on. But when it was the strip, we couldn't find it. And yeah, she was a klepto. She would just, but she never stole from me. I guess because I was reading to her, you know. I even braided. That's where I learned how to braid. I learned how to braid from being in these facilities. You know, that's where I learned how to braid. I learned how to cook from this other shelter that I was at. I was at a Siceville shelter out in Siceville, Maryland. And they used to take our shoes, but that's where I was like cutting grass and stuff like that for the money. Oh, there was another liar. Her name was Linnell. She had a really pretty name, Linnell or something like that. Like it was a really pretty L name. And
Just kidding.
she was a klepto. She was a klepto. She stole my contacts. Okay. I had these, back then the beauty supply store was selling like, you know, fake contact. I tried to say it was my real contact. She stole my contact. I'm like, how do you steal somebody's contact? She was another klepto. And she came to that program, because I've been with her the lockdown program, and then she came to the shelter. I didn't notice about her feet until she ran away. She ran away one night. Of course, she got caught, but one of the chaperones was like, yo, she stole my shoes. And when she came back with the shoes was like busted open. I'm talking about like busted wide open. And that's when we found out, I'm talking about this other girl that I was in a shelter with, that I was locked up with. And when she came back, the shoes busted open. That's when we found out that she had elephantitis. So she had like all this fluid in from here down to her feet. So her feet were like elephants. And we had no idea about that until she ran away.
Elephants?
No, it's not actual elephant. It's called elephantitis. I mean, like it just, all the fluid went to her feet. Oh, and that there in Siceville shelter, that's when I met Miss Judy, like the overnight shift. I love them. Miss Judy was, I think that's where I learned how to cook spaghetti then. I gained a lot of weight there. Miss Judy would teach me how to cook, because we would cook every day, and, you know, each of us, we would have a schedule, you know, who makes breakfast, who makes lunch, who makes dinner. So Miss Judy taught me how to cook. That's where I learned about the sugar in my spaghetti, and I learned how to cook. Like, Miss Judy was that's where I learned how to cook soul food from. I learned how to braid locked up. I can play spades, okay? Queen of spades is all I do, is we play spades. Braid hair, spades.
Are we using
Cook.
all that will do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, hopefully we're trying to make it all.
Yay.
I have another pack, so this should be good. Mr. Bobby.
The heck?
Like, I remember people's name, and it's crazy because even my middle school friends, I remember first and last names. I think I get stuck. Somebody made this comment, like Mimi always talk about her life when she was, you know, locked up, like it wasn't so long ago. But I feel like it has a big impact on my life. I don't forget any of it. I remember everything as if it was yesterday. Like everything still feel like it wasn't that long ago. But you know, sometimes I do wish that I was able to, you know, go to prom and live went through high school. It was, you know, just doing all that stuff as a kid. You know, I missed out on childhood, and that's why I don't want that for my children. You know, like you see, when you go to school and it's prom time, best believe, baby, you're gonna have the best dress. You're gonna have the biggest limo. Mommy is gonna make you a super princess. Like,
No.
yeah,
Blue.
Okay, you can be a blue princess. I want that for my kids. I want my kids to be able to go to college. I want my kids to be able to have that high school experience that I totally didn't have it. No, but if I didn't go through all that stuff, I wouldn't have a story to tell you guys. You can get more.
I am. Like this? Okay.
I wouldn't have a story to tell you. I got stories for days. Stories for days.
Probably
and then there was a
months.
psych ward that was across the street from that shelter.
These are the 2 last ones. Not 2, I meant.
But that wilderness program I went to was the hardest.
There's no 2 more, Mommy. They're all shoved right here.
Okay, well, I have another bag.
Ooh, applesauce.
So, okay, good night, Ashley. Dang, I've been here for over an hour. I've been running my mouth. Oh my God, let me fry some of these eggs up.
Bubble. Am I been here an hour?
Yeah, I didn't even realize it was been an hour.
I don't feel that.
Mommy been running her mouth.
Bye, boy.
So let me tell y'all what you want to know. Want to know about Javon's dad? If y'all ever see Javon's dad, y'all be like, what? You were with him? Does not look like my type at all.
How I know
At all. But
how is that his dad?
what do you mean, how is that his dad? I used to be with his dad.
Oh.
His dad used to be my boyfriend. So when I got out when I was 16, and school just wasn't for me. Like, it just didn't feel the same anymore. Like, before I went in, I used to hang out with, like, this little boy, Keith. We used to go shoplifting. He'd be really small, and these other people. And then I come out, and I go to this high school. I go to Northwood, and all of a sudden, little Keith is Killer Keith from Killer Mafia. And I was just like, what? What do you... Let me get another one. And he was like, Killer Keith. Like, he's a big gangbanger. And I was like, what? Bro, I had to laugh in people's fucking face. Like, it was just so funny. I was like, what? You? And then this other girl, like, that always had boogers, and she was like the next top big gangbanger. It was just really weird. And like, for me, being away from public high school for so long, like, I hate schedules. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get up. I've been stuck in a schedule for all these years. So once I got a car, I was out of there. Once I got a car, I was out of school. But Javon's dad, I had met through. Oh, there's another girl. It was so funny. But there was this girl named Catalina, and me and her was at a placement together, and we were there for a long time. So we ran the place, and she was always like a dom, right? She was like a boy. And I get out, and she had a baby, and then she had another baby. Like, babies after babies after babies. Now, like, she's a dancer. I'm like, whoa, look how her life changed, right? But I had met Javon's dad through him. Mind you, Javon's dad was older. We weren't even allowed to date because he worked for the county schools, and I still go to the county schools, and he was a janitor at the school. And we weren't supposed to be together because it was, like, against the law, whatever. But he had a car, so he would take me to work. I started doing nails. My mama found a nail shop for me to work at, which was a Fantasy Nails out in Silver Spring. But we weren't supposed to be together. We don't even, he was much older. And you know, I got the car, and I started, you know, going to live with him and his family and stuff. And then I got pregnant with Javon about 17, and I was saving money and stacking from doing nails. So we moved into a basement, somebody's room. We rented out somebody's room for $600. And this is, you know, I don't date people for their looks or what they have, because he's not very attractive, you know. But he was a good person, you know. He was very, very nice, very nice person. And Javon is 12 now, and you know, we rented out a room for $600. By the time, and I was so big when I was pregnant. I gained 75 pounds with Javon. I was so big that I just wanted to get in a tub and soak my belly. So we finally got an apartment, right? Finally got an apartment, got out of that small little room, got an apartment, because in the basement, in the room I was renting, it was only a stand-up shower. So I get into this apartment, I couldn't wait to soak. Well, I filled up the water, get in the tub, and my stomach is over top of the tub. There was no way. The tub was so low that it did not soak my belly.
I can't, like, peel it.
I think mentally I have been up and down mentally for a long time. You know, being in those programs, I was, they had me on all types of medications. Like, I've been diagnosed with bipolar, depression, like all types of stuff. I don't even think I have it, for real. I think I'm a very energetic person.
Mom, can we get balloons?
Balloons? What do you want balloons on?
TikTok things.
Okay, think about it. How do we break up? Okay, so by the time I was 19, after Javon was born, my mother helped me get a house. Okay, so we got the small foreclosed home out in like PG County, and I was so young and I acted so old when I was pregnant with Javon. I acted really old, like I was really old. And then the partying started coming. I became legal to party at 18. After I had Javon, I became 18. I was allowed to go to the club. When I started going to the club, I started seeing other people. I became a partier, and I started seeing that there are other options out here in the world. And I was the one that was, you know, it was me. It wasn't him. You know, he was a good father, not good with money at all. Terrible with money. I was terrible with money. The fact that Stretch is really good with money, and my other two baby daddies are horrible with money. I'm like, oh, relief, because they were just, y'all make good money, but where is it? You know, it was like the priorities were just all wrong. But I just find myself keep looking at other people, and I told him, I was like, you know, I don't want to break your heart. You know, you're a good person. You'll find somebody, and we split up. But he's always been there for Javon. He's never been in child support, and he got together with his wife now. They've been together for as long as me and Remy together. They got like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 kids.
6 kids.
I think 6 kids. Never been any beef. You know, they don't want no smoke with me. Actually, me and Remy helped them out. Like, there was a point where they didn't have nowhere to go. They already had a baby, and she was pregnant. I let them live with us for a good month or 2. And even when I moved out of that house and moved to Atlanta, I let them move in, but they couldn't even. They couldn't even like take care of themselves. I bought them a van. I even bought them a van because they had so many kids, and my son is going over to him, and they were struggling so hard, and it was like he couldn't get to work, but he has to get to work to take care of his family, and you know, at the same time, that's Javon's father, and it's just like he's been in my life for so long. I mean, I talk to him all the time. You know, I talk to his wife. But yeah, I have bought a van for them. And I remember Jay.
Egg rolls.
Yeah, I'm making egg roll, Jay.
Bro, get off me, bro. What are you talking
Jay, we talking about your daddy.
I heard.
That's why you came downstairs. We talking about your daddy. Javon loves his daddy. His dad, like,
Bruce, get off me.
he loved Rem too. You know, he grew up calling Remy his dad and stuff like that. My kids has always been supportive of me and everything. They just understand me. They know me. We're very close. But I remember I bought them a van and the AC didn't work. But I mean, when it just paid off, you guys can get around. And Javon was like, "Mommy, like you bought them why you buy them a van that didn't have AC?" And I was like, Javon, you will never understand until you get older. You know, you're telling me that, you know, I could have got them something better, but he won't understand. He won't understand until he's older. So I was like, I just brushed it off. I was like, you will not understand until you're older.
I want to kill this bottle cap so bad.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Dylan. You can handle it.
You gonna do it, Juice?
Ew.
I'm gonna put some more on.
I forgot how to make it.
Okay, and then roll the bottom. Take the bottom, roll it up. When you get to right here, you fold the sides in.
Right here.
Oh, you gotta roll it. You gotta roll it.
Oh.
Roll it in like this. Like this.
Yeah.
Okay, now roll it.
Mm.
Okay, stop there. Press this side down. Press
Oh
this
yeah,
side down.
I know.
Fold it in.
Then I got it.
No, but you have to
Really?
fold it to where the top part is skinnier like that. It goes that way.
Like that.
And then now you roll this all the way over. Now you roll this real tight.
Whoa. Whoa.
So yeah, that was the story. So he still, you know, he still sees Javon all the time. You know, I moved to Atlanta, you know, for 4 years. He still keep in contact. Every summer I fly Javon home to see them. So when a lot of y'all was asking about when me and Remy, you know, has split, well, what about Juice? What about her seeing her dad? Of course she's gonna see her dad. She talks on the phone with her dad every day, right? Ew, did you just eat the egg? That is so gross. Ew, go spit it out. Ew, you touch raw meat. You go wash them out. You better get sick.
Yeah.
All right, let me put some of these egg rolls on here.
Yeah.
They're gonna see their dads. You know, I'm not gonna stop my life because of you. I'm not gonna stay here in this state just because of you. Like, you know, I don't look at all these egg rolls. I don't charge you no. You don't pay no child support. You know what I'm saying? All you do is spend time with them, talk to them. You'll see them in the summertime. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm dropping them in the grease, you guys, frying them up.
Fry up. Some banana.
And the only thing about child support is I watch Rem go through so much with child support that I don't want to put them on child support. And I understand a lot of y'all is like,
child support?
child support is when your daddy pays me money so for me to take care of you. So I do. I always be like I can't take no from Javon's dad. Like they have like 6, 7, 8 kids. It's like, even though I put on child support, what money is he gonna have to pay? They're gonna garnish his check. He's barely gonna take care of his family. I just feel so evil to even do it because they're already struggling, you know. And I'm doing well myself. So a couple $100 is not gonna make me no difference. A couple $100 like what I spend on groceries, you know, alone in 1 week. So I never press it out. For me, what's more important? For me, what's more important is you having that quality time. You knowing that, okay, this is your parent, this is your father, and having that relationship with them. So that's all that mattered to me. And then yeah, I pay for everything. But I know people are like, oh, you can just put it away for their savings. You know, you can put it away, you know, to save for their future and stuff like that. Let me see. I think you don't have enough meat, baby. Okay, now do it. And so, I'm able to do it. So if I'm able, I'm not gonna. I know how hard life can be with a regular 9-to-5 job, and God has blessed me to be able to make more than I used to. But I've been in a position where I had no food. I've been in a position where I was living paycheck to paycheck. I've been in a position where I couldn't afford to do anything. And if I have the power to,
Where did Pete go?
over there, if I have the power to give somebody a break, then, you know, by all means, all I ask is for you to be there for your child as far as mentally, emotionally, you know, I can take care of them financially. So, but anyways, so when I was with them, it was like court days after court days. So it's like you have to stop life and go to court, and they want this amount. They want proof of your income, and then you gotta pay. If you don't pay, you go to jail. If you don't pay, they take your license. Then how are you gonna get to work? If you don't pay, they garnish this. So the court system is just so much, you know, that I don't ever want to go through that court system, because I watched Remy go through it, and Remy had an evil baby mama. Like I'm sorry, y'all. I have met a lot of people in life, but that girl right there.
Let me peel it.
Oh, there, I gotta flip this.
Okay, I peel it too. Gonna use my bare hands.
I have met a lot of people in life that is, but that, whew, I don't even know. I'm telling you, that thing was just so draining.
Is this enough?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So y'all remember little Kareem and Elijah? So, yeah, Remy had an older son, and she was just, oh my God, I never met somebody who was just, she was crazy. She was obsessed over me. Like, mind you, I have these flower cheetah print tattoos. Remember, I have one dimple piercing. I had my one dimple way even before Black China had it. So I always had one. And then once she met me, she went and got her one cheek piercing done. And then I was like, all right, so I went and got the second one done. And it was because like, your baby mom was walking around one cheek piercing like me. Then I got cheetah print flower tattoo. She went and got cheetah print flower tattoo. And then she changed her name to Doll Dove Real Lovely. Mind you, my name Lovely came since I was 12. I got that when I was, you know, up in the, go ahead, baby, the place or whatever. So I was like, she's a stalker. But I'm like, why can't you be nice? Why can't you be like understanding? It was just crazy. She's crazy. I never met such a crazy person, and I tried to deal with it so hard. And it was like we weren't allowed to see his son. When she found out we were having a wedding, she didn't let him come. And it was his weekend. She didn't let him come. And, you know, he actually cried about it after we showed him the wedding pictures and stuff like that, you know. And as children get older, they're going to understand. When children get older, they will understand who was the problem, okay? So mind you, she then had a baby by another man, right? So now that other son, Elijah, he doesn't have his father is not in his life. So she forced him on us. So we weren't allowed to get his son Kareem without getting Elijah. And don't get me wrong, I was petty. I'm talking about Remy's baby mama, his older son baby mama. So we weren't allowed to get Kareem unless we got her other son. So he was like 2 years old. I was pregnant with Jews. We took him to the beach with us. Mind you, she didn't pack nothing but diapers. She didn't even pack like swimming trunks. She didn't pack anything. So I supplied everything. Okay. I don't even think I wasn't even IG famous then. Like I was a regular hard working nail tech. So they lived like an hour away. So we drove 3 hours to the beach, and on our way back, we're like, can you meet us at his mom's house, which was like, you know, and pick him up? Do you know what she said? Do you know what she said? She said, nah, y'all got them. Y'all come pick them up. After you didn't send them with no money, no food, no pants, no Pampers, I had to buy everything, took your kids out. You telling me you can come pick? Girl, child. Hold on, let me flip these egg rolls, because my blood boil talking about this girl right here. That was one thing. Didn't let him come to the wedding, then this, and it was just like, we always had to get the other one.
Am I supposed to be sideways?
No, and you turn it this way. I'm supposed to be in the middle of the corner like this. Okay. So, when she found out I was having a girl, she was full blown. She wanted a girl. So I've been dealing with her for years. I'm dealing with her. She'll get mad. She'll change her number. I never met someone. I have the same number. My number is still the same number from my Cricket phone from back in the days. Like, I have the same phone number. I never met somebody who changed their phone number. Every time I cuss her out, she changed her phone number. She disappears. She don't let us see him for months, and then she'll pop back up again. And this was 6 years into the relationship. This is right before I moved to Atlanta. Right before, it was Mother's Day, right? It was Mother's Day, and we had both of her kids, right? And mind you, she lived an hour away. So we went to visit his mom's father. This is their first time ever meeting their great-grandfather or whatever. So we're running a little bit late. We're like, hey, we know it's late, but we're on the way to see you. We're on the way to drop him off. She's like, oh, heck nah. She was like, oh, heck nah. Y'all not about to ever see them again. Y'all want to be this late. I think she just, I am wrong. I do take responsibility for this, okay? Okay, it is very wrong of me. But it was Mother's Day. I have both of your kids on Mother's Day and my own kids, Juice and Jay. And she was like, yeah, I'm never going to see him again. Was I happy? No, I was mad. I was mad, huh?
No, were you happy that you had kids?
Of course. I love you guys. Of course, I love my kids. So she said, oh, y'all never going to see them again. Da, da, da. Hold on. Let me get these egg rolls out.
They're bubbling.
Okay.
Oops, too much. No. I did too much.
Huh?
Did too much?
No.
Okay.
So this is what egg rolls look like coming out. Ooh, look at them, nice and crispy and golden. Okay, so back to the story, right? I lost it. Okay, this is 6 years into dealing with her. Mind you, I'm always nice. I'm always buying them stuff. Like, she brings them crusty. Guess what? I go buy them new fits, new shoes, new anything, get them haircuts. You know, like, I've always taken care of these boys. 6 years in, she hits me with that. I lost it. So when we get to where our destination was, right? Mind you, she's about like 6 weeks when she just found out she's pregnant. So she's not even that pregnant. She's real early pregnant. Okay. And I was like, meet us at the Walmart. We're not going straight to your house. To her house is another back way, whatever. She lived in Virginia. Y'all know Virginia. It's like Spotsylvania, something like that. It's a strict place. It's a, what do you call it? It's not communist. Whatever. I'm going to beat her ass. I had enough up to here. Up to how tall I am. I had it up to here. I've had it up to here, as tall as he is and she is. Mind you, she is like Commonwealth. I had up to here. Mind you, she's like, okay, she's probably 5'8", I want to say. I'm 5'1", okay? I just had enough, okay? I took her to the Walmart. I parked in the back of the Walmart. When she pulls up, she was skirting so fast. I'm talking about she was about to hit us. She was about to hit us. Mind you, I had heels on that day. I remember my outfit. I had this cute little black little shoe. I had these really, really high neon heels. I took off my shoes, and Rem looked at me. I was like, he was like, you want to run to Walmart and get some shoes? I was like, no, I'm good. She pulls up and was about to hit us, right? Mind you, I have the kids in the car. She was about to hit us, like, shh, pulls up. She gets out the car, don't acknowledge me, right? And or nothing. So she try to wake up the kids. Kids aren't even out the car yet. She runs back into the car, into the front seat. The kids are still in the car. They were asleep. She got scared. She run back into the front seat, right? Her back window was open. It was Mother's Day. Her back window was open, so I put my foot through the back door, right? This is the driver's seat. I put in the back seat. I put my foot through the back door, and I tried to kick her around through the back door, and I tried to kick her, but my legs were too short that my toe touched her shoulder. And when my toe touched her shoulder because I had no shoes on. My toe touched her shoulder and she was like, ah! Right? I was like, well, get out the car. You don't want to get out the car? Fine. I'm coming in the car. So I jumped in the car, got in the car, in the back seat of her, she in the driver's seat. I grabbed her by the back of her head. I was like, whap, 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 whap. And as I'm whopping her, right, I'm like, you gonna stop. I am sick of you. 6 years I've been dealing with your attitude. 6 years of you harassing us, using the kids as bait. 6 years of you, I'm sick of you. On Mother's Day, I had both of you kids, and on Mother's Day, you wanna play that shit with me? So I was beating her face, and I was like, you gonna stop this shit. You understand me? And she's like, I got you. It ain't gonna happen again. Just let me go. And she's like, Kareem, get your wife. Kareem, get your wife. Mind you, Remy and his son have the same name, which is Kareem. Her son is standing outside, and he's like, his name is Kareem, and all he hears is his mother saying, Kareem, get your wife, Kareem, get your wife. And then his son, her son was like, Kareem was like, I don't know what she keep calling my name for. Our kids didn't even protect her, okay? That they know that she ain't shit. Because let my kids, something happen to my kids will squad up with me. What you talking about? You better get off my mama. Her kids did not care. Her kids were like, what you calling my name for? My nails broke. Like, I always wear long nails. After look, I know she was pregnant. She used that against me so hard ever since today. But you were still newly pregnant. Your face is not pregnant. Your face is not pregnant. I didn't hit her nowhere it was just straight face shots. It was just all face from the back seat, had her head and just whop, whop, whop. Straight face shots. She got a big face too. I was all face. I was so tired of her. I was so tired. I had enough that day. And so she starts off. She calls mama, blah, 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 blah. Hold on, I gotta flip the egg rolls. So, next thing you know, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Boom, 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 boom. This was like a couple weeks, like 2 weeks later. Somebody bangs at my door. Police come. And mind you, y'all know Brittany? So it was actually Brittany's boyfriend now. That he was the police that was banging at my door. And I never knew that until recently, like maybe 2 years ago, couple years ago, maybe longer, I don't remember. And she was like, yeah, that was my boyfriend that served you the paper that night. What a small world, right? So he served me the paper, so she pressed charges. Okay, she pressed charges. When I had to pay like only because it was Virginia. Now, if it was Maryland or DC, something like that, I would have got a public defender. But at the time, it was Virginia. So I paid for a lawyer. I paid like $1,500 for a lawyer. Now you're breaking in my pockets. Not only did you get on my nerves for so long, not only are you so disrespectful, so unappreciative. I don't want nothing, y'all. I'm so easygoing. I would do everything for you. All I want is a thank you. I had to force this girl to tell me thank you one time. And guess what she said? I said, just say thank you. Guess what she said, y'all? This evil blah, 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 blah. This joint said, gracias. You just say gracias. You're not even Spanish. You are not Spanish. Why would you say gracias? You are white. Walking around telling people you mixed with Spanish. You're not Spanish. You're white. The nurse said gracias. You could have said thank you. This she said gracias. You know about boil my blood. Oh, anyways. So I go to court, right? And I just started wearing wigs or whatever. So I had this like long curly black wig. And I named that wig Courtney because that's the wig I wear to court. So I had Courtney in. I had my lawyers. I ain't had to say nothing. So in my defense, of course, wasn't nobody there. Remy was the only witness. So he's not even like a fair exchange witness. They couldn't pull up no cameras and stuff like that. So I said, she hit me first. And I defended myself. Mind you, she is this big. She's much, much bigger than me. Much bigger than me. You think anybody gonna believe that I beat you up? Little old Chihuahua Mimi beat you up? So anyways, did you forget to do the size? Did you do the size?
I think.
No, you forgot to press it.
I did.
Well, you gotta bring it like where you press it, like that.
Oh.
So you gotta bring it all the way in.
Got a little bit too much egg yolk.
So, guess what she did in court, y'all? Guess what? Guess what she did in court? She had pictures of her face, of her medical expenses, of her in the hospital. Okay, I did beat her face. Okay, I did.
She
I
was in
fucked
the
up.
hospital?
Yeah, she's dramatic. She'll go to the hospital for anything. And she's one of the types of chicks, when she goes to the hospital, she take a picture of her wristband and she posts it on Facebook. I'm not with him no more, so I can talk about this. I got anger behind this. I dealt with this for 10 years. I dealt with his baby mama for 10 years. You don't understand. That's why I will never, ever, ever be that kind of baby mama. I will never, ever, listen to me, mark my words, and I don't want y'all to be that type of baby mama either. Like, if you have a good baby mama that's going to help you and your kids, man, appreciate people. Sometimes people just want appreciation. Just say thank you. But gracias, and you are not Spanish. The disrespect. Anyways, so she came in the courthouse. She had pictures of her face. Okay, you got fucked up. We know that. Because I remember my nails bleeding. So, my nails had broke off in her car while I was beating her face in. She came in the courthouse with this Ziploc bag with my nails, DNA, like she was from CSI, y'all. Like she was CSI. She came in with evidence. She had my nails in a bag. She wanted me to go to jail. I am an adult now. You want me to go to jail? Actually, I did go to jail because I had to turn myself in, because when she did press charge, I had to drive all the way. I turned myself in, but I was only in there for a couple of hours. Like I was in and out. But she was CSI, y'all. She had my nails in a bag. But guess what? I had a lawyer, so ha. You don't have. I can file for self-defense. Okay. So bye. Case drop, out the door. We moved to Atlanta.
Nah, every time I do the thing, it doesn't work.
Because you have to pull it in further, baby.
Oh.
But it's okay. Hold on, my egg roll's burning.
Deep breath. Your life was weird. My life was fine.
You still, baby. I'm gonna make sure you have a good life, Jude. You're never gonna have to struggle with mommy.
Just do your flip flops. I'm gonna wear them.
Okay. You ain't never gonna have to experience no struggle. So we moved to Atlanta. We don't see the kids for a while. Cause yeah, of course she's still mad because I beat her up. Okay, understandable. Blah 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 blah. So, so where we at? So finally she let them come. Right? She let them come for they came for 2 months over the summer. Had a great time. I took them everywhere. Me and the kids had a little breakdown or
Was
whatever.
that work Davon since he was 5?
Mind you, did you hear what I just said? 2 kids. So we still got an Elijah. Okay? This is a child she had by another man that she forces us to get. Okay?
You need more of this.
Oh, we're done with it. As long as we finish with the meat, we're good. I can save that for, I can use that for the crispy shrimp. So, we got both of the kids. All right. This is when y'all was telling me that I be ignoring the kids, but really I don't hear them. And this is when y'all call me out and you realize that I ignore people, but I really don't be hearing. Sometimes I blank out. Like a lot of times I blank out. People will talk to me and I'd be gone. I don't know where I go, but it's not in my head. Everything go good. And I think we came to visit. And once again, I took them to Disney World. I took both of her kids to Disney World. I covered the expense. I bought them everything from food to rides to souvenirs to their clothes to I bought them everything. Okay? Still no thank you. None. And
Well, I thought she was gonna say thank you for bringing us to Disney World.
No, she never said thank you. I get to choke her again. And so we come, so then again, this time, this is after that. And I was arguing with him, and I was just like, you know, see, you need to bend this in like that. Try that side. Uh-huh. So this time, I was like, no, it's not okay. Like, it's not okay. We shouldn't have to be.
There's a chicken egg. This is all different, Mama. Change the outfit.
So this time I was like, no, you haven't seen your son in so long. We shouldn't have to get an Elijah too. We shouldn't have to be liable to get him. You're like, it shouldn't be every time. Like sometimes I understand, but you haven't got a chance to bond with your son alone. We shouldn't have to. No, Juice says he doesn't have heels on. She's just that tall. She has my Ugg slides on. We shouldn't even have to, right? And this is the moment that made me so sad. But we ended up getting him anyways. My friend called me and she was like, Mimi, it's not about you. She's like, Mimi, it's not about you, Mimi. It's about the kids. You know, so they can see each other. Kids love each other. Like Javon and Kareem, they were like best friends. And, you know, it's about him. And if it takes us having to get in Elijah every time, you shouldn't have a problem with it. It's not your fight and battle between her. So you have to be the bigger person and do it for the kids. So we get him. And mind you, Elijah is very clingy to me. He's very into fashion. He likes to shop. He likes the nice things, and he clings on to Javon too, but he clings on to me. And this is the moment I felt very sad because when he left, he left me a note, and the note said, Mihai, he just called me Mihai. He said, Mihai, you're the best mom ever. I broke out in tears. And I felt so bad for trying not to get him to come and trying to push him away because of his mother. But when he wrote me that note, I was just like, it broke my heart. It broke my heart. I was like, poor baby, he's not getting the love and he wants to be included. So it just broke my heart. He was like, you know, you're the best mommy. And the fact that he knows I'm not his mom, you know, and the fact that I've been fighting with her for so many years and pushing him, and it's not his fault. It's not his fault that his daddy don't want to be in his life. It's not his fault that his mother is such a jerk. And, you know, and it's very unfortunate that I don't get to see them now because of me and Rem separating. But I did talk to Kareem. Juice see her brother, and I got to talk to them when Juice was over there on Juice's phone, and they were really excited to talk to me. And I told them, I said,
Are they born?
I said, one day you behave, you can come over my house, okay? And he was like, oh yay, I can't wait. I was like, but it gotta be when you might have to be a little bit older, maybe like 16, when you like kind of have like, because your mama gonna say no, so we have to wait until you can go on your own, and you know have to listen to her. Pumpkin, shut the fuck up. Your fucking story sucks, you freaking loser. That's why your name is Pumpkin, because you're fucking brown ass, stinky ass, freaking pumpkin seed. You know how pumpkin smell? That's what you smell like, pumpkin. You ever cracked up a pumpkin when you're in the field? That's what pumpkin smell like. You smell bitter, bitch, because that's what pumpkins smell like. You smell like a bitter pumpkin. You round ass, freaking syphilis having ass, pumpkin head. You jack-o'-lantern in the box head ass. Yay, pumpkin. Oh, I wish I was a sweet watermelon head ass. Well, guess what? You're not a watermelon because you a stink pumpkin. You ever smelled a rotten jack-o'-lantern?
Also
You
love it.
stinky pumpkin. You wish you was a sweet watermelon. You wish you was a sweet watermelon, but you're not, you funky little pumpkin. Don't nobody like pumpkin pie anyways. We like sweet potato pie, baby. You will never be a sweet potato pie. Oh, pumpkin pie ass bitch. Hello. Boo Halloween head bitch. Somebody said pumpkin's very baby. I don't know if she's still following me. I wouldn't be surprised. Because she was thought, I'm so happy to get out of that part of my life. It just drove me nuts. I'm not gonna fry all of them.
Why? Oh,
Because we can save those. We can freeze the other one.
We're gonna say it. Too much, mine. Not big enough for the plate. Wee. I'm scared. I lift 1, 2, 3. I'm heavy.
No, but the first time her baby mama tried it with me,
2,
it's like she was nice at first, right? When her friends wasn't around. She's like, oh, I see you got a little Kamari Simmons, right? And then one day it was like Valentine's Day. Around Valentine's Day and his birthday, she was so mad. And then this day this is the thing with them white girls. She had 2 black friends with her. So she started showing out. And then with my son around no anything ass bitch. I'm like, I picked your son up from you like 2-3 times now. If you had a problem, you should have been said something. You didn't have a problem when you borrowed $20 from me. Like, you should have been said something. Don't get around your friends and act crazy, right? So anyway, she didn't get. I followed her. Guess what? I hopped out the car in the middle of the street. And this was when I was like first got with him, so I was like 19. Hopped out the car, took my earrings off. Her 2 friends walked out the car. I said, "Yo, what's good? I will fight both of y'all and her." Like, what you did? She hid in the car the whole time. She never even got out the car. She let her 2 friends come out the car, and then all of a sudden, I give her respect though because who you thought I was scared? What kind of Asian girl? Mimi is not the Asian girl, the little sweet, nice little Asian girl that y'all think y'all can bully on. I ain't been that. I ain't been that since a long time ago. So I'm gonna hop out of this motherfucking car. Hey, girls, done. Let's get us some sauce.
Why you have too many stories?
I've been through a lot of things. I got stories. Some people live a life and don't have a lot of stories. I've been through a lot of stories.
Dun, 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 dun. I'm on a stove. So let me get off. Whee!
So,
Hey, look, I'm hard
Pumpkin said Coon's gonna call him for what? He got my number.
Then mine's harder than you.
He got Juice's number. He ain't got nothing to talk to me about. Talk to your daughter. You got nothing to talk to me about. But I'm older now, so I try not to have that temper. But I don't have to. I'm very nice. I should never get to that point. I don't treat people bad for it to ever get to that point. And if it ever gets to that point, then you are the problem, not me. Yeah. So we are going to use the sweet chili sauce for spring rolls.
It's like sweet and sour.
All right. We're going to get us a little bowl. We get this cute little panda bowl.
That's mine. You can use it.
Mm-hmm. It is going to be bomb.
Beep, beep. Pumpkin want out. Huh?
The pumpkin?
Yeah.
Girl, we over pumpkin. We already told her we don't want no pumpkin pie. We looking for that sweet potato pie. All right.
Pumpkin nasty.
Let me go over here. Take a bite so I can hear.
No fair.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
I can't make it crunchy. It's gonna be hard.
They're hot. But these ones on the bottom. Yeah, very similar to duck sauce. Javon, you heard the crunch of the egg roll. He came downstairs, boy.
Why do you keep laughing?
Yeah.
I was talking about when I fought Kareem's mom. What was going on in your head then, Jay? Jay was up.
Oh yeah. You was like, so are you going home?
No, go. Who said you going home?
Ashton and Cream.
Oh, Javon was like asking Kareem during the fight, are you going home? I don't think you're. Usually I don't love her brother. She's obsessed over her brother.
Confronting with Roma.
Hit that like button for the crazy baby mom.
Just have to give
Man.
Robux. Only $5.
Y'all better not. I'm gonna be disappointed if y'all one of them crazy baby moms. Sometimes you just keep the peace. Jeez.
So they're giving me Robux?
Huh?
I want Robux. Give me Robux.
What made me mad was I had bought him his tuxedo, and Javon had his tuxedo. They both had a white tuxedo. And Javon was gonna walk my ring down the aisle, and Kareem was gonna walk Remy's ring down the aisle. But he ain't never gonna come. But the kids gonna realize, kids grow up, and they gonna know who was the problem. Because last time I saw Kareem was well, for Juice's birthday when when she went to see her dad, and I took Kareem and Elijah, and I spent separate time with them while Juice went to go, spend alone time with her dad. And he's like, I really want to come over, but my mother's petty. But now she has like 2 more kids or something like that. I don't know. Kids tell everything. She doesn't watch the kids. I don't know. And he was like, yeah, my mom is petty, so she probably won't tell us. The fact that he said that, he knows that his mother is petty.
Who is that?
I don't know. So good, you guys. Be careful, don't bust your lip.
Okay. I'm still not buying no Robux.
Potatoes, carrots, pork seasoning.
You gave me Robux, Jay.
I'm good at telling the story.
Honest.
I got a lot of stories. But I've been on here for a long time. What other story y'all want to hear? I ain't got nowhere to go.
I only have one. $5.
Egg rolls.
And I have none.
I heard you yelling down here. I had to keep checking to make sure you're okay.
Yeah, I was just telling them stories.
Then I saw you on live.
Wait a minute. For how long?
I've been over here over an hour telling stories. I'm talking about my baby mama. Like, what's up,
1 hour and 12 minutes.
Get some eggs. Juicy help rolled up the egg
You
rolls.
did juice? Oh, thanks.
I want to eat this one that Juicy rolled. I actually likes the skin.
Jayvon, did you get some?
No, it's not.
I know you want to. Why?
I said, hi, Jessica.
Hey guys.
You stole my crunchiness.
I'm over here in the fridge.
No Robux.
What is that in the fridge
I said
eating?
I'm over here in the fridge eating. What was her
So I
name?
found out
Lisa Ling.
this.
Oh, y'all want to hear about Ming?
I had nothing good on.
I'm gone.
You got bomb.
I don't know. Ming's still working the shop. Ming is the word. People have patterns.
Want a break from the ads?
Yeah, she's still there.
What?
People have problems. Not problems, but people do the same thing. And then they leave from a situation and find themselves in the same thing because that's just that part of their personalities or something like that. But Ming is a beautiful girl. Very talented. She does great work. But she's not mature.
You don't know that word.
she's not mature, and she deserves so much better than she treats herself. She doesn't value herself, and I honestly just got. She doesn't support or show love to the people that really cares about her and love her than she do with these bum ass dudes. I don't leave it as that, and I just couldn't. I couldn't support it anymore. I got tired. Always do love her. She still works at the shop. You know, at this point, it gets to a point where when somebody doesn't want to be helped and this is what they like, you know how, have you ever met somebody who will be like, oh, I'm sick of him, I'm tired of him, I don't want to be this, I want to leave, but never leaves? Have all the excuses in the world and stuff like that. So it just got to a point where like I already helped you one time to get out of that. So you know, help you get your BBL. Like I forgot, like we went to Florida, help you get a BBL. Try to build your self-esteem, build your page, try to build you into this confident person. But if deep down inside you're not strong enough and you're never going to want better for yourself, you're never going to change. It's almost like you're comfortable where you're at. You like that shit. So it's like when you tell me that you hate this or you're not happy here, but you don't do anything about it and you continue to do it, I don't believe anything you say. This is what you like. And
You can't want
this
more
is,
for somebody than they want for themselves.
So this is what you like. This is, you continue to do and be in it. So it's just, I just have to fall back. You have to come to a time where you just fall back from things. And if she couldn't value herself at this point, then there's nothing that I can say. There's nothing left for me to say, nothing left for me to do. But I always have a soft spot for her, very soft spot, and she knows it. And she knows it, but she knows that she won't change, and she won't want better for herself. So she knows I care about her. She knows I love her a lot, but I just can't be that person for her anymore. You know, so if that's what she want to be in, that's what she wants, then by all means, that's what she's gonna be. All I can do is pray for her, and I prayed for her numerous times, and I would send her stuff. Like there was this one time that just something in me was like, text her, pray for her, and I literally just sent a text that said, you know, as much as I want to keep my mouth shut, I can't, and I pray that God removes all demons from you and protect you with all of His mercy. And I left it as that. I just left it as that. I never answered again. I never said nothing. I don't talk to her anymore. I can just love her from a distance and pray for the best. But
I'm gonna have a stroke.
Good.
Yes.
They are still good. Somebody said I know Jessica can fight. Somebody said I know Jessica can fight. She probably can. Jessica been in the streets. What are you talking about?
Don't bring it out of me. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, June is good. June is actually opening up a club, a restaurant club, hookah bar out in McDonough, Georgia. So I'm really proud of her for that. I was like, are you seriously opening up a business in this pandemic? But she's like, Georgia. I mean, Georgia ain't closed. Atlanta ain't closed. So they're all good. Kit is doing great. Kit's doing her nails. Yeah.
I think the ball.
Yeah.
Talk about Cake So Lovely.
Was that last night?
I haven't talked about them.
I have no idea what this is.
Never. I never talk about it. Y'all never realize that when I get out of fallout with my friends, I don't talk about it. The only reason I talk about my baby mama because I was never friends with her to begin with. That bitch drove me crazy. But when I have fallouts with my friends, I never spoke about it. I never bring light to their attention.
Juice WRLD.
Javon, let me see that charger over there. Give me that charger.
Juice WRLD.
But Cakes is so sweet. I had so much fun with Cakes.
Who is Capes?
Cakes and Damo.
Don't know who that is, but okay.
They lived with us in Atlanta when we first moved down there.
Juice WRLD.
Khaleesi. Lil Damo. You blood her, I blood her.
What?
that's what he used to say. He was a little special, and he just a big. He was older than Javon. He was 9, but he was the same size as Javon. Javon was like 6. When you like, that's how he thought. He'd be like, he took all of Javon's red clothes. He said he was from Bloods. He'd be like, you blood cut, I blood cut. Like, the kid in Trinity was so mature and just a smart girl. But
I was a girl.
no, he was a boy. They had a daughter named Trinity, and she was freaking awesome.
Juice WRLD.
Uncle's still around. Uncle's still trying to figure out life. He's
I
delighted.
stole my box. Because he had 2K. Freaking old man.
I talked about Lisa a lot of time. Okay, let's talk about my problem. Okay, this is where I blame myself for all these people in and out of my life. Okay, I have a compulsive, excessive behavior. So I'll find a girl, and I have a very attractive aura, energy, spirit. People come to me, cling to me, and I'll find one, and I'll overdo it. We'll be like together every day, talk 24 hours. I'll make them feel good about themselves. I'll make up them, do their hair, and take them to eat. And I have this excessive behavior. I cling to friends. I cling to girls, like almost very gaily. But I'm not in a relationship with them. But I and I don't even sleep with them or nothing like that. But it just becomes excessive. I am very excessive, and it just goes to an extent so fast. It's like a rush. It's like a cocaine high, where I'm with these girls and you think I'm so close to them, and then they disappear, and you guys are like, well, what happened to this person? What happened to that person? But in a period of time, I'll have this friendship or relationship with people, and then a lot of times it don't end up in bad terms, like at all. I don't necessarily think Lisa was a bad term. It's just I feel played with her. Lisa was in all my videos. You know, at the time she was working on my shop. She was a cute girl. She's Vietnamese, but she didn't speak Vietnamese, but she did eat the food. So we did a lot of YouTube together. So a lot of my old video consists of her. So that's why people always ask, where's Lisa? Where's Lisa? But I really only knew Lisa for like a fucking 4 months period. But she was eating all of my videos because, you know, Remy wasn't really in my videos. So, you know, I was excessive. The way I was with Kimmy was where it was Lisa, like excessive videos. And she had her own problem, and Lisa had a lot of personal issues on her own term, and I just got dragged along to a lot of it. And I never want to talk about it because it's her personal business, you know, so I don't like telling people personal business that I had a friendship with. Now my baby mama, I don't got a problem because I don't fucking like her bitch. I'm never friends with her. But I was, you know, friends with Lisa, and a lot of you guys do follow her because of me from my videos. But that girl had a lot of issues. She had a lot of personal issues. Yeah. Had a lot of personal issues. And then she moved away, she went to a different shop, and you know, it's just fell off. Yeah. Remember what I said about Brittany Jordan? Yeah, she was one of those. And I couldn't believe it. I felt so played. Like, what? Fucking Jim Carrey. Kimmy was about the same thing. Kimmy was about the same thing. Great girl, sweet girl. I became excessive. Y'all notice how I moved here. I didn't have my kids, and I was with her every day. I have that excessive behavior that I still am working on, and that's why we always say that best friend word is a bad word, because everybody who I, you know, say to be best friends with, it all falls apart. Like before that was Five, before that was Cakes, before that was Chica, and every time the word best friend start, you know, for me, not for y'all, it was just a curse for me. And I think in conclusion, what I got out of it is that my significant other, my boyfriend, should be my best friend and not these random girls that are in and out of my life. So that's the moral that I get out of it, that I have learned. With 5, I don't know, like, me and 5 was excessive too. But the thing with 5 was mean. 5 was mean. 5 was mean to people, and that was something I never liked in our relationship, and I always told her that. She was very mean to people. She was mean to... Me and 5 did a lot of music together. She was always mean to people. Like I like to make up over people. Like, I remember bringing a girl in the house, and, you know, she was one of my clients, and she was a pretty girl, but she just didn't know how to dress or do her hair, her makeup. So I would bring girls in, you know, like, go party and, like, dress them up, and if I would come in with her nose up her ass and be like, that would mean me picking up strays, da-da-da-da. And so she always uses a mean attitude. She was mean to, like, fans. Like, she would cock block, like, fans from taking pictures. She was just very... She was very mean. And it got to the point where it was like, it wasn't working out because I'm not that type of person. You know, I'm not mean to people. I'm very nice. I'm very generous. She was just nasty and mean. But then she went back to that best friend thing. She went on DJ Small Eyes interview, and he asked her, are we related or friends? And she said, no, that's my best friend. And we always talked about, don't call me your best friend, but she went on the interview, called me her best friend, and the day that the interview dropped, and she said, you know, that I'm her best friend, we fell off that same day and never spoke again. Which is terrible, because I actually tried to amend it, you know? Because I remember I had a person, if I talk shit behind your back, best believe I said it to your face. There's nothing that I said behind your back that I have never said to your face. Like, I always say to you, whether if I'm repeating a conversation that I'm having with somebody else, best believe I've said it to you before. But it just got to a breaking point where, you know, she didn't want to work it out anymore. And it just ended, you know. We were trying to do a reality show at the shop, and everything just tumbled down. Like, that's why I don't want to do a reality show. People come out of character. And people do too much for fame, and yeah, that's where it went. Then 5 tried to fight Alana, like, she got crazy. It's that crazy, and, you know, congratulations to her, and she's talented. She can sing, she's fly, she's a beautiful woman, she got beautiful children, she got a great husband, but it's just that fucking attitude, she's fucking mean. And it's just so mean. And every time she come around, she made all the other girls feel uncomfortable. Like, she was mean, bully, made people feel uncomfortable. She used to push people out of the way in our music videos. Like, she had to be next to me, and she would push people. And she was tall, you know, she was a big, tall girl. And she was just so fucking rude. So that had to just, it fell apart. And especially when they call me a best friend. And with Kimmy, like, she made that video that went viral on her TikTok, and she was like, she was crying. She said, my best friend said she don't want to be friends with me anymore. And I was like, no, I just said I want to smoke with you. But I swear I thought I told her that was a curse word. Like, that was a curse, but I don't know what happened. Or maybe I didn't. But then right after she made that video, it was just like, yeah, she, you know, moved, and we weren't able to hang anymore. It became too much, affected my relationship. Yeah, that's why when Connie ever, y'all be like, oh, Mimi, your best friend, and Connie be like, hell no, that ain't my best friend. She's not being rude. She's just saying, that's a freaking curse. Spooky house. Ooh, that's a whole nother live. I already been on here long enough. I can't go into that story. That needs a whole separate video. I'll probably tell that when I'm trying to push my album. y'all gonna have to buy the album, download me y'all album if y'all want the spooky haunted house story, because our album comes from that spooky haunted house story. Y'all want the testimony, y'all gonna have to buy the album when they do come out, and that's the only way I'm gonna tell that story. Yeah, that's what I've been learning, that Shush has to be my best friend, and you know, he don't mess with a lot of people either, you know, and he just feel like a lot of people disappointed him in life, and family is his friends, you know, me and the kids. And I feel like that's a life lesson for me, because I have been through a lot of friends, and the fact that every time best friend is brought up, that it's just gets cut off as a curse. So I learned that my significant other has supposed to be my best friend, and I know mine because he's actually very fun. So once he's comfortable, and we can do TikToks and do all the fun stuff, like go out to eat. Instead of me going out to eat with all these girlfriends or do these videos, I can be doing it with him. You want to hear that crunch? Jessica Silva. Didn't I go to middle school with you? No, Sylvia.
Oh.
Jessica Sylvia. I have another friend I went with Jessica Sylvia. Yeah, Kat, he is slowly getting there. Oh, why do I get along with Jessica? Just Jessica.
We're opposite.
Jessica don't want to be in the limelight. Like I keep talking about Jessica, but Jessica, she is work. You know, like she's not trying to be in the picture. She's not trying to do videos. She's not trying to like, you know, take what she can. She's strictly
We trying to make more money.
More money, you know, business wise. And Jessica don't have a family. You know, I mean, she don't have a husband or kids. It's like a lot of time, like they had husband and kids. I was taking it like Cake So Lovely. Like you know, like her husband and her kids had moved with me. They've lived with me. Like it was a lot of stuff. I don't talk about them because they harassed me. Her husband is crazy. You know, they stalked me for years. They made YouTube videos about me. Like it was, and I kept ignoring. Like they were fucking scary. Even like last year, he wrote me last year. Mind you, I haven't talked to him in 4 years. He wrote me all this stuff when me and Remy, and then they made a whole video about when me and Remy broke up, like how he, like, why are you even talking about us? Like, why? Like, I don't talk to y'all anymore. Like, you guys are fucking stalkers. And it don't even be her. Like, she's Shannon. Cake So Lovely is him. Her husband is Cake So Lovely. Because, like, and I feel bad, like I turned the girl, because when I met Cake, she was a bank teller. She wasn't, you know, she was a sweet girl. She didn't even wear eyelashes. And then once she got with me, big eyelashes, different colored hair. I'm talking about, then she started doing like butt pictures, and everything was about her butt. Everything on her page was butt. And it was like, that's not even her. It's just, you know what? And I felt so bad. I was like, damn, did I turn her out like this? Yeah, it was like, all right, you got a platform. I gave you a platform, and now it's like that. And then I feel bad because it's not her. She's so innocent. She's so sweet. It was her husband. He was crazy.
Which one?
Cakes and Damo. They made a whole video, YouTube. Like this is like 4 years after I have stopped talking to them. I had a lot of gay best friends. Y'all forgot Tone? Tone lived with me. Like, he was my stylist. I let him live with us in Atlanta when we first moved there. I gave him a job. He was the manager at my nail salon. Till this day, I did nothing to him but help him. Till this day, I will never understand that hurt and betrayal. I think out of all my friendship falling out, he hurt me the most. He was a gay boy. I remember he got in a car accident, and he flipped so many times, and he didn't have nobody to call but me. He lived with me, and if we go eat, I would like, you know, I let him change, or gave him a whole job as a manager at my shop. And the betrayal with him, and him and Five are still friends, and that friendship looks so fake to me. I don't even talk about it, but that friendship is weird as heck, and he betrayed. I just feel like he betrayed me. Like, I got him all these followers. I would tag him saying that he is my stylist, all this stuff, and the whole time I dressed myself. And literally gave this man a place to live, and then this is what he said. This is supposedly what he said. Oh, he don't fuck with me no more because I came to his home welcoming, and I talked shit about his house. Mind you, you're with Five. Five is very selfish. She wouldn't even give you her shirt off her back. And I came to his home welcoming, gave him money for his home welcoming. And the only thing I was talking, because the house was set weird, like you came in and it was a couple, like it's a living room and then there's a couple steps this way. So that whole part right here just like took over the house, and if it wasn't right there like that, I felt like the house could have more space. And I'm telling him this as I'm in his house, like checking out the house, like, but I'm so proud of you, and here's some money. And he goes and And I even had a conversation. I was like, because you know, me and him had arguing, and me and him even had a heart-to-heart conversation. I was like, bruh, I was like, Tone, you know, I've been here for you. Like, you've been family to me. You've been living with me. I gave you a job, and you know, you have helped me. We've been like this, and I can't believe that you are, you know, taking her side. And I was like, she wouldn't even give you $5. She wouldn't even give you her shirt off your back. And I have been riding with you for a whole year now. I'm the one that went to your home welcome. She didn't go. I'm the one. So if you have a problem, give me the money back. Give me the gift back. Give me the money back. Give me back everything that I have done for you. So that was literally legit his reason. So he told people that, oh, I was talking crap about his house and he just can't deal with me anymore. After everything that I've done for you, if you have a problem with that, give me my money back. I think they're both Leos. And so they'd be like calling each other twins and stuff like that. And I was just like till this day, I am confused about all that. And I just couldn't believe it. Like I took care of this boy. Like I took care of this boy. Like if I go shopping for my kids and like my kids get clothes, guess what? He gets something too. And so the fact that he did, I was like, true child. I'm still friends with Darren. Darren's awesome. I love his sarcastic ass. Jayy, Candy, I just talked to him yesterday. I support Candy.
Me and AJ are still looking for Josh.
Yeah.
Who?
Oh, Josh. Me and Candy, we're still, I talked to him the other day. Candy's always grateful when it comes to me. He always like, you know, thank you, Mimi. You always give me the great advices and stuff like that. Like Mimi and I talk every day, but I follow people. I see what they're
Oh, you
doing.
didn't like that?
So me and Candy are still
You
good.
don't like that rose?
Darren is still good.
No.
I did follow up my hairstylist, Keith.
All
Y'all
those
remember Keith?
Cheerios.
Let me tell you this one.
You're gonna turn into a Cheerio.
I have another story. So Keith came when I opened up the hair shop. And, you know, a lot of people think that they can move to Atlanta and they can just do good. But people already have their hairstylists. And Remy opened this damn hair salon that I knew nothing about how to run. And so I was trying to put people, I was doing my hardest. He built a shop that I didn't want. And Keith came during that time. Then Keith started doing my hair. And I gave Keith shout outs, all this stuff. Me and Keith were close. But after Tone and everybody, you know, me and Remy promised to each other, we're like, we're not going to have nobody else moving into our home. Right? So we're like, nobody's gonna move into our home. Keith was online crying. I'm talking about the grown-ass man crying online, talking about he's getting evicted. He's showing everybody papers that he's getting evicted. He's like, literally, I don't know if he was asking for money, like he was looking for somewhere to go. And I was seeing it online. And mind you, Keith's been my hairstylist. I love I feed him. He comes over. He's been around my family. He's been doing my hair for a minute now. He worked at my shop. I was about to put him on the reality show we were building. And then what happened? And then when he was all online saying he was getting evicted, I called him. It went straight to voicemail. So I'm thinking, hey, maybe his phone got cut off. And clearly he didn't get my phone. So he's posting all this stuff on Instagram. So maybe I should write on his Instagram because all of the things that are going on right now is on his Instagram. So I go on his Instagram. Mind you, y'all remember how big my house was in Atlanta. I had 3 levels. My basement was huge. Okay, there's 2 bedrooms in the basement. The basement was huge. It got its own entrance and everything. So I wrote on his page, I was like, hey, Keith, so I actually sat down with Remy and I was like, Rem, I know we promised that we're not going to move anybody in or let anybody stay. I was like, but Keith is online crying. He doesn't have nowhere to go. And can we please just make an exception for like a month or something or, you know, until he can get on his feet? Because right now he's a grown ass man on Instagram crying. Called him, no answer. So I go on his Instagram. I was like, hey, Keith, you can stay in my basement until you figure out what you need to do or until you can do something. Okay? But he never called me back. I never heard from him again. And then Barbie, which was my makeup artist, came in one day and was like, you know, Keith running around town talking shit about you. I was like, oh, he is? I said, what is there to talk about? And I was like, yeah, because he hasn't answered me. Like, I offered him a whole place to stay. We all know how big my basement is. And the fact that I said I wasn't gonna offer my place to nobody but him. And so the fact that I even went out of my fucking way to ask Rem if I can bring him in. And he was like, he told Barbie and them, he's running around like supposedly telling people like, oh yeah, I felt disrespected when Mimi commented on my page saying, oh, I can stay in her basement. Like, excuse me? What do you mean? Everybody know my basement is big. And if you are bold enough to be on Instagram crying, how can you be embarrassed if I'm offering you a place to stay? And so after I found that out, dead to me. You're dead to me. He still hits me up all the time. Like, he still hits me up, and I will open up my DM, leave it on scene, and he would tell Barbie now, he was like, tell Mimi I still love her, and he would still comment on my stuff, and he'd be like, call me, I missed you, but no, it would never be the same, because I cannot believe, how dare you go around town saying as if it was a problem. I was so confused. I was like, he was as if I belittled him that he needs to stay in my basement. Well, clearly you're online crying that you don't have nowhere to stay, and because you're my hairstylist, you're my friend, I'm offering it. So what I learned in life is that the universe will push people out of your life. When it's time for them to go, there will be situations that happen, and it will never fucking make any sense to you. It would never make any sense, but just know that it's their time to go. And regardless of how much you try to save it, it's their time, and the universe will do his own job pushing them out. And that was that. I don't even answer him anymore. I was so blown, because you know what I'm saying? Like, I love Keith doing my hair. You know, he was always supportive, you know. His family was supportive. His whole city was supportive. And I never understood that. I didn't understand Tone either. So those were, that was that. I still don't understand Tone's situation to this day. And I still don't understand Keith's situation today. And you're never gonna understand it. But that's just how life rolls. And I don't really roll backwards. So, you know, even though he's like trying to apologize, and well, if it's bad, if it ends bad or something like that. Okay, I heard you say me and Stretch never ended bad. Me and Stretch was never bad. But if something was bad, I don't go backwards.
Right.
So there was no
bad blood.
Yeah. No, it's not no bad. It ain't no bad blood, but I'm not going backwards, because you already proved to me that you're capable of turning on me. So what is the point of me trying it again? I already talked about Uncle. Uncle's still cool. Like, I mean, I don't talk to Uncle as much as often, but, you know, he's not on my ex list or anything. Uncle's very helpful for the time that he is, you know. He's still trying to figure out life at his age. I mean, I just did a mukbang with Chunky, so it'd be posted. But, I mean, that was my first time meeting her. It's not like, you know, we spent any other time. It was really just, you know. Now, like, you know, a lot of my eating video, my mukbang, is like a platform for people to talk about themselves, what they have going. Like a little show, you know, for people to advertise themselves. Yeah. I haven't talked about any of these people or so long. Derek Cooper, Tommy and Jocelyn, that was really strictly for the show. I really never hung out with them outside of, you know, the show. That none of that stuff was like legit. I already talked about Lisa. Why are you talking about Lisa again? I already talked about it. Y'all stay to ask me about Lisa. It's like, if I don't delete those videos, they're gonna ask me about Lisa for the rest of my life. My man's at work is real. I just talked to Strawberry. I just talked about Jayy Will. I said Candy instead of Jayy Will. I already talked to me and Jayy Will is still good. Yaya, I just talked to Yaya. We have an album coming out. Remy's mom, I ignore her. she be in the comments. She's probably in here. I ignore her. I don't have nothing to say. I've respected her for the 10 years. I've never disrespected her. I always took care of her until my last day. My last day, I just snapped. You know, it gets to a point where I just snapped, and it's not something that I want to go back in. You know. Do I plan? I want to retire in like Texas, but I'll be here for the most part. But I'm done. I'm done. I feel like I talked a lot. And I talked about a lot of shit that I didn't want to talk about. Because my ass is bored. Benson. And guess what? Y'all here to listen. Ugh. Ugh. Nah, they're not still together. Connie, I still talk to Connie. I talk to Connie. I think Connie's like the one person I talk to every day. Yeah, I think I'm old. And I think that with COVID and stuff like that, it really shut down like me taking people in and having these relationships. Or after everything I've been through, like I think everything. Atlanta was crazy. Atlanta was a lot of people in and out. A lot of people just there for the benefits and stuff like that. So it got tiring. Atlanta was a tiring part of my life. Have fun though. I was always lit. I was always
You're
partying.
like a little gypsy. You can move anywhere.
I can move anywhere. Yeah, I'm a chameleon. Set me somewhere, and boom, I'll be all fine. Good night, Andrea Williams. Good night, Adore. Good night, Tamia. All right, we're saying bye now. Bye-bye, Nadia. Bye-bye, Chantel. Bye-bye, Nora. Bye-bye, Snatch. Bye-bye, Thailand, Queen, Silky, J. Jones, Roma, Queen, Linda Lee, Sarah Hernandez, Kayla, Colony, Liara, Dimples, Bye Wilda, CP, Richard, Jessica Lopez, D. Chanel, Tammy, good night, Aloha, Lucy, Damn Jen, Bye Yasita, Asia, Jake, Janelle, Christopher. I really be on here with my hair looking like this. Like, I don't give a fuck. I just spent like 2 hours and people gonna be watching this and I haven't even brushed my fucking hair, no makeup, nothing. Bye Danielle, bye Slim. Is it raining? Bye Anita, bye Lizzie, bye Sydney Tran, bye Tracy, good night Jessica's Life, good night Precious Subaru, good night Amy, good night Becca, good night Valeria, good night Nadia,
she is.
bye Patrice, bye Andrea, bye Gina, bye Amy, bye Jeannie Thomas, bye Stacy Stays, Christine, Marilyn, Nelly, Shells, Emmy, Shells, Kelly, Aaron. Good night, you guys.
Bye.
Bye. Until next time, make sure you try the egg roll. Please, we are almost at 1 million subscribers. So like, share. We are not that far away. And guess what's going to happen? We're going to pick somebody out to come and do a mukbang with me. So get ready. Get me to the 1 million. We are so close. And go watch all my other recipes. Watch my ads. Okay. Watch it through. Y'all know I missed out on a lot of shit in life.
Go watch some of the old ones from when you came up, where you came from to where you are now. It's hilarious.
Big back.
What is this crackhead doing?
Bro, there was some old videos where my back was just so
I wasn't thinking that. I was
big.
thinking just the content. Like, you were wild. You were crazy.
I had like nails and pickles and yeah, them ASMRs. Like, I've been through a lot. Like, my personality, it goes from here to there a lot of time. So yeah, the only thing I said on my back, dog. My back was so big in some videos. I was like, why is my back so big? All right, bye, you guys.
These are hidden.